Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those fucking trophies, trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that?
Jay was getting Grammys.
He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
And he ain't show up.
He has like 20 now.
Hold on.
He had like 18 since he been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong.
In a stunning turn of events, Sean Diddy Combs, once hip-hop's untouchable mogul, has been sentenced to 50 months in federal prison. But according to ex-mafia boss Michael Franzese, the real punishment for Diddy isn't the years. It's what's waiting for him inside. This chilling statement from a man who's lived the life sets the tone for what could become Diddy's darkest chapter yet. Despite the headlines, Diddy's legal team managed to escape a harsher fate. The judge considered everything: decades of controversy, public backlash, and emotional pleas from family. But inside those court walls, there was only silence and tears. Witnesses say
He got them shits. He's like drinking. His pictures with him like fucking thinks the cop.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades.
Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
Right? You were connected to the biggest.
Jay got it for the music. Jay got it for the music.
You didn't see.
He deserved those.
I'm sitting there, it's like this, like Black excellence. They're sitting there like, yeah. It's a billionaire brunch.
Oh,
Like,
I hate you, man.
unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm gonna be with you niggas this year. Come on, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy. He just looking at his watch during the whole Roc Nation, bro. Like, is it 3:30?
Yeah, it's almost time to get out. What the fuck is that? Yo, I feel like I'm normal again. Get me out of here.
Oh wow! So that's the deal he signed, huh?
Yeah, that's the deal. Like the other ones didn't count as much as that one did.
Oh, yeah, before I forget this, we talked about Jay. Proximity to Diddy. You don't think he knew anything? He's seemingly around Diddy.
I don't know. That was a real suburb question.
I know, right?
Proximity.
And the proximity.
Proximity. That's an SAT hit parade word. I had to learn that.
Jim, do you think he fucking knew all of the shit that was going on? Then I was like
I don't want to incriminate myself.
I know, but the way he said it,
Like I said.
no matter how you answer that shit, you snitching.
That was a narc kind of.
You asked the question like a fan.
Hey, I grew up with white people, but one thing I know is how to get a black guy in trouble.
But it's a great question.
Yo, just give him the Happy Meal before you ask him to snitch, bro.
He said, damn, they wasn't even drinking.
Speaking of, how the hell you pronounce Lechem?
Lechemindewa.
Okay.
It's the King's Path.
King's Path.
Because I know Branson.
The once powerful mogul broke down, unable to hide his fear of what's next. Now, the Bureau of Prisons must decide where to send Diddy, and that choice could determine everything. While some expect a comfortable minimum security camp, Franzese warns otherwise. For a man who's lived in mansions, Diddy's next address could be a medium security compound, surrounded by men with nothing left to lose. Franzese, a man who's been through both camps and lockdowns, paints a...
That's the one I pronounce.
That's the Branson lifestyle. You're gonna be outside.
You're not worried that if you throw little and you don't throw out allegations, but like you kind of poke fun at them.
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way. Like people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up.
I don't got that shit in my past. I'm not.
Everybody got a little bit.
The real buzz began after 50 Cent's appearance on Big Boy TV, where he addressed the situation head on. With hip-hop already on edge over major allegations involving Jay-Z, 50 E's signature, straight shooting style only intensified the conversation. Cool and composed yet unmistakably pointed, he tackled the controversy without ever needing to drop a name.
And give her a drink so she forget what the fuck happened. What the fuck is going on here, bro? Yes, I took the drink. I gave me the fucking drug to perform. So she can remember and possibly love me for that.
Did it work? Did it work?
What the fuck? This is, yo, bro, look, I'm doing pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying, this is the opposite of normal shit that we're talking about, bro.
That is why. I don't know why it's so hard for people
So
just
for
to
people to feel like
shit is
you
weird.
would have something, or you would have reserved energy because you feel like you was doing it too. This is people that are looking on the separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on that would be issues, and what a celebrity's issues would be.
Wait, what is
So
that?
they think all celebrities are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right, and when you see, if I wasn't saying anything, guess what? You could safely say that a person on the outskirts that is not involved in hip-hop culture could think that everybody in hip-hop culture is with that shit.
So by you, you're good, bro.
That's great.
You're fucking good.
Yeah.
He's protecting hip hop.
Yeah.
If you don't speak out and make them the weirdos, then they're gonna think everybody's
Every
like
single
that.
person is like that involved in hip-hop culture.
Makes you think, did Jay do it?
Shut up.
He's in trouble. We live in New York, bro.
No.
We live here.
No, free Jay-Z.
I'm just saying.
Shout out Mufasa. We all gonna go and support. Yo, we can all see. You are crazy. That was the craziest thing. I literally.
What's
bro,
the lady at Roc Nation? I gotta send her that.
You don't feel like that happened the same day, bro. What's the day came out the day before, the next day?
I was eating Raisin Bran. Okay, I'm eating Raisin Bran. I got my daughter in my arm. I'm scrolling. Right? I see somebody screenshot your shit is Jay and the whole family at the Mufasa Fair. And then the comment is 50 said, Jay said, they said I the 13-year-old. Let's go watch Mufasa.
Everybody get dressed. We're going to see Mufasa right now. I just think it was a good look, like angling yourself as
a family man.
Yes.
But they had to go to the premiere,
that
bro.
was planned already.
They had to go to the premiere.
And I realized that later, but I'm just saying to you, I haven't seen him in a long time. That's all I'm saying. When I hadn't seen him in a long time, and then I heard this shit, and then I looked and I saw Mufasa, I said, whoa. That's all that fucking happened, bro. You think this is at my phone? This is my phone. This is happening at real time. I'm going, yo. He said, yo.
You just gotta say everyone gets these jokes, bro. That's what you gotta say.
Yeah, no,
rappers, listen, comedians are rappers, bro. That's
why
the
do
thing.
people come to my page, bro?
That's true.
I know what I'm
You
saying.
know what they say?
That is true.
Well, you don't think you're gonna happen next? Yeah, this is what they say to me, buddy. Well, you're next, buddy. You're fucking, you're laughing at this.
And you're not worried at all.
I know why.
Because you don't got nothing.
I don't have it.
All right.
There's no girls gonna come out.
Why you sound skeptical?
Because I think there are some women that are
I just hope everything's okay back home, 50 said with a faint grin that hinted at something deeper. But the real moment that drew everyone's attention came when he brought up Blue Ivy Jay-Z's young daughter. He reflected on how difficult things must be for her, especially with kids her age possibly hearing the rumors and asking the kind of tough questions no child should ever have to answer.
Tonight, Jay-Z fighting back against a rape accusation. His attorney filing a letter to the judge to dismiss the rape lawsuit against his client, citing an NBC News exclusive that found inconsistencies with the accuser's story.
You should always advocate for yourself.
It comes after our interview with a 38-year-old mother from Alabama who accuses Sean Diddy Combs and Sean Jay-Z Carter of raping her when she was 13 years old. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward? Because I think that I've been quiet long enough.
She says that she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000. The woman says she spoke to Combs' limo driver, who offered her a ride to an after party. She says at the party, she spoke to musician Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo. It's the Last Supper.
In a statement to NBC News, a representative for the Maddens confirmed that they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and that they were on tour in the Midwest at that time. At the after party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs and Carter both raped her. She says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up.
We rode home in silence. She didn't ask me what happened.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not verify the claims. I feel like I would remember that, and I don't, he said. When we asked the woman about the contradictions in a phone interview on Friday, she said she stands by her statements. I have made some mistakes, she said, in remembering what happened 24 years ago. Honestly, what is the clearest is what happened to me. In a statement to NBC News, Sean Carter said, this incident didn't happen. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory. A representative for Combs called the suit a shameless money grab.
Is any part of you scared coming out against such powerful people? I'm scared of what could happen, but I'm more afraid of letting it eat me alive from the inside.
Think about it being a middle schooler and seeing your dad's name dominate headlines over serious allegations. Blue Ivy never asked for any of this, yet she's now caught in the storm of adult controversies. Regardless of her last name, it's hard not to feel sympathy for the weight she's quietly carrying.
Lawsuit coming with Jay, the part with Jay. I go, oh shoot, like. Then I think about it, I go, that had to be there. So when I was saying that he was missing, he just wasn't actively being out there because they was dealing with that.
Wait, do you think there's truth to the Jay thing? There's no way.
Know. Like that, look, you know what's like if you say, I have this thing where I'm conflicted when it takes you 20 years to remember something happened to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I go, oh, so 10 years, 20 years later, it comes back. And it's like all of Puff's problems are coming from the ministers touching little boys.
What you mean?
The laws are the way they are because
Because
of the priests.
The priests touching little boys.
Oh.
Why are we looking at me, bro?
I just go to church. I just go to church, right? I have nothing to do with this. I have an alibi.
That's why the laws allow you to go that far back.
Turn away from you right there.
I'm just a Catholic kid.
You said you've been diddled, dude. No. What's the body of Christ taste like? It's sacrilegious. You can't do that.
He's like, yo, drink my blood.
Yo.
So it is crazy when after 20 years they come out. That shit is foul.
But with Puffy, you were the only one saying anything for decades.
Yeah, because we had our own little thing.
But you were the only. Everybody else was scared.
Huh?
But everybody else is scared. So you think maybe this is a similar thing where everybody else is scared? I don't know what it is. I'm just asking.
I think that they're scared.
But if they're scared,
But
then maybe that's
you've
why
been
I'm thinking.
insinuating Jay-Z a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you've been saying people gonna come for him a little bit.
No, I thought he would do funky stuff like the Super Bowl. Like it was now okay for me to be at the Super Bowl.
Oh, he
Grim picture of what lies ahead for Diddy. Inmates might see him as a golden ticket, a man whose wealth could open doors or paint a target on his back. Outside prison walls, one man isn't shedding a single tear for Diddy, his former bodyguard, Gene Deal. For Gene, it's not revenge, it's divine justice. A man once willing to die for Diddy now celebrates his downfall. Diddy's lawyers have pleaded for a spot at FCY Fort Dix, a low-security federal prison in New Jersey. The facility offers drug rehab and family access, but insiders say it's far from safe. For a man accused of knowing too much, even a low-security facility can become a high-risk battlefield. And that danger might not just come from jealousy, but revenge. Inside America's prisons are thousands of men still loyal to Tupac and Biggie. And
tried to cut that.
Yeah, he didn't want me to. Well, they worked to make like there was an issue with me in the NFL that doesn't exist.
So he did the corporate way of trying to keep you down. Oh, it's not me, it's them.
It's them. And then when M says he's not gonna do it if I'm not there, then
let's go.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what
what's your and Jay's issue?
It's just competitive stuff.
It's really just competitive.
This is what I'm saying. When it gets past actual art, like actual music, and you're trying to block something that's in business, then it feels weird. It feels like we should be having beef.
Oh,
okay.
So that's the behind the scenes thing that we don't see. It's one thing when there's like people talking about each other in music, but there's behind the scenes business deals that a guy is getting involved with on the side, and it's not like you're gonna go public and be like, they tried to stop my vitamin water.
Yeah, this deal, and you go, he said that to you, like.
Wow.
Like they'll speak to your temperament. Like say, you know, if 50's a little crazy, he'll say anything. You see what saying anything did to Kanye.
So they're trying. He's basically trying to scare people out of doing deals with you. Interesting. And then M shut it down, and he was like, "Yo, it's gotta happen.
If he's not coming, I'm not coming." And then it changes the whole thing because he really is the biggest one.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they can say what they want.
Yeah, no.
But when we go to the stats, the actual
numbers don't
they know
lie.
the numbers.
It's the
And
biggest
before
one.
the days of the bots and all that shit.
There's a, you know, M obviously speaks with you with high praise, but there's a few videos that
50 also touched on his relationship with Jay-Z, describing it as just competition, no feud, no drama, just two titans pushing each other to new heights. Still, for longtime hip-hop fans, that explanation feels a little too tidy. In this game, the line between rivalry and respect is rarely clear, and sometimes it's the silence that speaks the loudest.
specifically talks about your rapping skill a lot.
Yeah.
Is that mean a lot? I'm like,
it does. Like, you know, so look, he never left that part of the creativity. Like, he would go back when you don't see him. He's back. He's in his regimen of the studio.
Yeah.
And this is why, like, he kind of. They can't. You can be as good as him, but you can't really beat him at that. Because you have to put all your energy there,
and you're just not gonna do it. Once these guys get famous, they leave the studio.
And they go. And the thing that makes him feel good is yo, you heard what I did last last night, and it gives him that again. So if that's really what's driving you, it's really tough to be better than. And some of them may have a gift. It may be a God-given talent that they can rap the way we speak, but they don't work as hard as him. It's like Kobe Bryant was outperforming people because he would work harder, conditioning himself to do it. And other than him, I don't think nobody is.
Who's the most talented rapper you've seen? Period. Just talent, natural born.
Maybe Craig G. Like, when an artist can freestyle, like, without thinking about anything, and it just all falls in line and sing. Sometimes they can end up rapping it's so easy for them that they don't know exactly what to rap about. You see what I'm saying?
Technically, it's good.
And even Eminem, because I remember those freestyles where they would just give him a word and he just has to
go.
You can do that too. You can go.
But you're right. Sometimes you miss like the connectivity with the music. Like, their songs, there's comedy where it might not even be like the most perfect joke, but it makes you feel the thing.
Yes,
and that's better to you.
That it connects.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and look, a lot of times, if there's no truth to it, it's not funny.
Yeah.
It has to have some sort of connection. It's grounded in truth, but it's almost a warped perspective being offered by the comedian. The timing, the way it comes in. And I look at it, I'm like, yo, nah, it's good.
Yeah,
it's great. Like, you know, and you see things like the white party would be there, and then they have a little baby like in a sandwich. They're hugging him for the front and the back and stuff. And I'm like, yo, get off of him. That's one of my favorite new artists. Like, yo, get off him. I don't want him going to those
What's up with the hugging pictures at the white party though? What is that?
I don't know, bro.
Every picture is a little
Why is
bit.
everyone so happy to be there? I'm like, this regular parties, people don't just hug each other.
Let's get to the core of the controversy. On December 8, 2024, Jay-Z's name surfaced in a lawsuit originally tied to Diddy. The allegations are serious. The plaintiff, identified as Jane Doe, claims she was coerced into a traumatic situation following the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards.
Gentlemen, this guy that I have with me right now, he needs no introduction.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Curtis 50 Cent. What's up?
Chilling, Mike. It's been a minute, man.
Welcome to Las Vegas.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here too.
You in here shining, looking like you got robot money.
Yep.
Yo, it's been amazing, man. You know, we did. Mike actually worked. We go back to All Things Fall Apart. We worked on a film project together.
Yeah.
And I had to. Man, I had to discipline myself for that one because I had to lose the weight.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
The first half of the film and stuff, and then man, it's been so much time. We got to get together and do something that really shake things, man. Like that.
Yeah.
I love that movie, by the way. That was completely different at that time, you know, from what you were used to doing.
Look, you have to. Hollywood wouldn't pay for it.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, this is crazy because she'd been on before me. You know,
Okay.
She was making me feel like a little boy. And then she would stop and say, you like that?
Hey, but look, she's still talking about you, bro.
Yep.
I ain't like, one time we was at the Soul Train Awards. And she was walking the red carpet, and I'm down there doing the red carpet. And she walked by, and I was like, 50, I got your ex, right?
Oh, God.
She got hot about that. I was like, well, I'm just playing around, you know. Like she was, set it off bad.
Yeah, but that was one of those things, like, cause like when I be saying, I be kind of mapping it out, Mike, before I get to.
No, you do. Like people don't understand. Like this dude told me every single thing you was about to do, and just. I'm just like,
and that was
The allegations have sent shockwaves through the music industry, sparking serious concern. Jay-Z's legal team has strongly denied the claims, hinting that the plaintiff's attorney, Tony Busby, could be influencing a false narrative. Yet, regardless of the legal battle, the damage to Jay-Z's public image is already being felt.
I'll create a plan, though. That was really the first real go. I did before Self-Destruct was like one of those, a film that I put together like for an album.
Right.
Because the album leaked out, I got that together and packaged it together. But then the real feature film I was in Vegas before we went to go to shoot that.
Oh.
Remember like Floyd was coming out here, he had to give me a check for it because I had cash. Mike, he had to give me a check.
Yeah.
like, I want to see the money first. That's how I be.
For Champ, he'll gamble, so he okay. He's like, just give me the money, take the check. Yeah.
Right. You know, I wanted to ask you, like, what made you say, you know what, I'm finna go down here where True Blood is at and start my own production company? Yeah. What made you think on that large of a scale? What motivated you to do that?
I'm looking at it like, look at Amazon, right? They'll create all of the actual transactions.
Right.
They get all the sales, and then they tell FedEx or they tell UPS, I need a deal. Mm-hmm. I need a deal. And then when they don't want to give them the deal that they want, they say, you know what? Fuck you, I'm going to do it myself.
Right.
And then they put the Amazon trucks out and they start making the deliveries themselves. They already got all of the business.
Right.
So they just create a whole nother business under it. And I looked at film production like I wanted to establish myself as a premium producer, because a lot of times they make stuff and you go, it's not the best stuff.
Right.
And I hate that I see my people like that.
Right.
So I wanted to make it like all the way right. And then the process, like I had pitched Power to everybody. They told me no, Mike.
Wow.
No. And then I came back around because I had additional time. I wrote music that matched, that like was representation of the characters.
Yeah.
And we changed the pitch where Courtney would say a piece of what the show was about, and then we press play. Because the last place that they spend money in production is on film music licensing.
Yeah.
The idea was to create, you know, Empire had a different vision for their project. They brought Timbaland in and wanted to produce music that they can sell.
Oh, wow.
Because of how high the viewership is on the show.
Yeah.
Exactly.
On Fox.
Yeah.
That they would be able to sell product. And then it was giving them a different connection because they was paying to have their cast go on the award shows.
Right.
So it'd be the award show go on, and then you'll just have the cast from the TV show come on and they rapping and singing. And
that's
it was
different.
It was different.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do what Curtis Mayfield did with Superfly.
Oh, okay.
Like
where the music is the theme of every scene. Yeah, it's hard when you do that.
Yeah, that's when, and if it's up to standard, Mike, like if it would sell on iTunes, then you know it's up to grade. Like it's up to standard. If not, then if I'm uncomfortable, like I perform the Power theme song, I perform that in my set.
Oh man, yeah, you got to do that.
Yeah, and it's been on television for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so people know that. They know that.
Exactly.
Immediately.
And then, but I'm looking at it, Mike, like if
It's important to note that these allegations come at a time when public scrutiny of high-profile figures is more intense than ever. Jay-Z, long regarded as a devoted family man, savvy entrepreneur, and philanthropist, now faces a lawsuit that could put the carefully crafted image he's built over the years to the test.
You should always advocate for yourself and be a voice for yourself. You should never let what somebody else did ruin or run your life.
A 38-year-old mother from Alabama who has filed a lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 years old is speaking out to NBC News for the first time. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward and talk today?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through, and it's been hard enough to be quiet, but it's a chapter of my life that I'd like to close.
An NBC News review of her account found inconsistencies with her allegations. She says that she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000 to catch a glimpse of her favorite celebrities.
You weren't scared to be all alone?
No, with having autism is like feeling like you live your life in a shatterproof drywall ball. The world's on fire. The fire is inside the ball with you, but there's no way for you to get out.
In addition to having autism, the woman says she suffered a head injury. The night of the 2000s VMAs, she says a friend drove her from Rochester, New York to Manhattan, a more than 5-hour drive. Her attorney provided NBC News with the name of the friend who has since died. The woman says she spoke to Combs's limo driver who offered her a ride to an after party.
I stumbled upon Diddy's driver who told me that I was exactly what Diddy was looking for.
What did you think when he said that to you?
I thought it meant that I was just pretty.
She went to a White House, she says, where she spoke to musicians Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo because, I have about his tattoo that's the Last Supper because I have a religious background. So it was just something to talk about.
In a statement to NBC News, a representative of the Maddens confirmed that they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and that they were on tour in the Midwest at the time. At the after party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs
comes in and rapes me. He at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him. And he put his hand over my mouth and told me to stop it, cut the
After the alleged rape, she says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up and drove her home.
We rode home in silence. He didn't ask me what happened. He didn't ask me what I did or where I was.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not verify the claims. Quote, I felt like I would remember that, and I don't. I have a lot going on, but I mean, that's something that would definitely stick in my mind, he said. When we asked the woman about the contradictions in a phone interview on Friday, she said that she stands by her statements. I have made some mistakes, she said. Honestly, what is the clearest is what happened to me. The inconsistencies in her account of an incident alleged to have happened 24 years ago does not necessarily mean the allegations are false. The accuser's attorney, Tony Busby, said, because we have interrogated her intensely, she has even agreed to submit to a polygraph. This has been extremely distressing for her, to the point she has experienced seizures and had to seek medical treatment due to the stress. In a statement to NBC News, Sean Carter said, this incident didn't happen, and yet he filed it in court and doubled down in the press. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory.
Is any part of you scared coming out against such powerful people?
Yeah, I'm scared of what could happen, but I'm more afraid of